with is a competitive game where players are competing to have the most fish. And the way this works is that players are going to be playing cards in order to migrate fish to their boards, or to create a new species of fish by taking a fish board and putting it in front of them and assigning one of the cards to that board. Or if you already have one of those boards out, you can also add more traits to an existing species. And the placement of your different fish species relative to each other does matter because there is adjacency between them, and even adjacency between your fish and your opponent's fish. And a lot of the different species that you'll create will have traits that can be affected by the fish adjacent to them, or can affect or attack those fish themselves. And the fish board that's associated with your fish species represents their population, and you can increase this by attacking other players successfully, or by foraging for more fish. There's also some special ways through abilities that you might be able to modify this, but if you ever end up filling up your board, you actually overpopulate, which is detrimental to your species and cuts your population in half. And in addition to that, each round your fish are going to age, which is going to cost you 1 population from each of your species of fish. And if that population ever runs out, then that species of fish is going to go extinct and you're going to be removing it from the table. And a really neat aspect about this game is that about halfway through you're going to be experiencing the Cambrian explosion, which was a historical period in time where evolution was happening very rapidly. When this happens in the game, you're going to be moving essentially twice as fast because you're going to be able to draw 2 cards each turn, but then at the end of each turn you're going to be losing 2 population per species. This also allows players to access the traits of the deep sea fish, which will have some more advanced abilities. And this new expansion is going to be adding more mythical and fantastical creatures into the game. At the start of the game, each player is going to be drafting 4 of these new legend cards, and these cards are going to have game-changing abilities and global effects. And during your turn, you'll have the option to play one of these cards in addition to your normal card play. And you can also pay the difference between 2 cards if you want to swap out your old legend card for a new one. This is another game that was a very close runner-up for our Discord pick of the week. And if you're interested in this one, you can find links to it in the description below. And you can also download this game on your mobile phone. I believe it's free, so if you do want to try it before you buy it, that's also a great option.